Cinderella. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a king and a gentle girl named Cinderella. She lived with her father, her stepmother, and two stepsisters. Sadly, her father passed away, and her stepmother and stepsisters were very cruel to her. They made Cinderella do all the housework. She scrubbed the floors, washed the dishes, and mended their clothes, while her stepsisters sat in front of the mirror all day. Though Cinderella wore old, torn dresses, and her hands were always busy, her heart remained pure and full of hope. One day, a royal messenger arrived at their house. He carried an invitation from the king. "There will be a grand ball at the palace," he announced. "Every young lady in the kingdom is invited. The prince will choose his bride." The stepsisters squealed with excitement. "We must look our best," they cried. They ordered Cinderella to help them prepare. She worked tirelessly, sewing their gowns and polishing their shoes. When the evening of the ball came, Cinderella asked, "May I go too?" Her stepmother laughed cruelly. "You, in those rags? Stay here and finish your chores." Heartbroken, Cinderella sat by the fireplace and wept. Suddenly, a gentle light filled the room. Her fairy godmother appeared with a warm smile. "Don't cry, dear child," she said. "You shall go to the ball." With a wave of her wand, she turned a pumpkin into a sparkling carriage, mice into white horses, and Cinderella's ragged dress into a beautiful gown with glass slippers that shone like stars. "But remember," the fairy godmother warned, "the magic will end at midnight." Cinderella rode to the palace, her heart racing. When she entered the ballroom, everyone turned to look at her. She was so graceful and beautiful that even her stepsisters did not recognize her. The prince's eyes lit up, and he asked her to dance. They danced all evening, talking and laughing, as if they had known each other forever. But suddenly, the clock began to strike 12. "Oh no!" Cinderella gasped. She ran from the palace, leaving behind one glass slipper on the staircase. The prince picked it up gently. "I must find her," he whispered. The next morning, the prince searched the entire kingdom. Every young lady tried on the glass slipper, but it was too small or too big. Finally, he arrived at Cinderella's house. Her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the slipper, but it did not fit. Then Cinderella stepped forward shyly. "May I try?" she asked. The stepsisters laughed, but the prince nodded. To everyone's amazement, the glass slipper fits perfectly. At that moment, the fairy godmother's magic returned, and Cinderella stood before them in her dazzling gown. The prince smiled with joy. "You are the one I've been searching for," he said. He took her hand and led her to the palace. Soon after, they were married in a great celebration, and Cinderella forgave her stepmother and stepsisters, showing her kind heart once more. From then on, Cinderella lived happily ever after, with love, kindness, and hope always in her heart.